Hey everybody, and welcome back to the bait shop. Tonight we're doing something different. I don't think we've done this on the channel yet, but we're not making bait, putting the plastic away, which I find exciting because that means that tonight we get to use this for the first time. We'll take a look in that. We are going to be making a jigs. So I don't know if we'll use all these tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and show you all our jig molds. I left this one over there so I know we're not making these tonight. I don't have the hooks on hand, but that's the Neds that we do, EWG Neds. We got our swim jig. I will be doing those tonight. Football heads, I will be doing those tonight as well. Crappie jigs, that I'm not sure on. The mold we're using for our new bladed jig. And then this is a underspin EWG style. It actually takes the same hooks the Neds do, but in a larger size. I can actually show you one of those, I think. Oh, there you go. Like that. And then a little willow blade comes down here. And yeah, so we probably won't cast those tonight either. I have the right size hook for those on hand, but just thinking about time to set up molds, I'd rather rotate. Primarily what I really need to focus on are the football heads and the swim jigs, so that I can get those coated and my wife can tie skirts on them. So, but I also do want to cast some of these because she needs to tie skirts on these too. So those are the three we're going to focus on tonight. This week for me will be jig week. I probably won't touch another thing of plastic this week outside of swim baits, because we will be open pouring some swim baits here shortly as well while we wait for our lead to get to temp. So I'm gonna put these over here to warm up. You want your jig mold's pretty hot so the lead doesn't seize up. The lead's going in there at around 6 or 650. I don't remember lead's melting point. But you want it hot because you don't want it to seize up before it has a chance to fill the collar and all that good stuff. Yeah, let's take a look inside this lovely new addition, this crate, because it is going to make jig making a lot simpler. Here you go. So the top here is tools. We've got, oh my goodness. We have got split ring pliers, a couple different pairs of split ring pliers. We've got the dividers for the trays, the spare ones. These are my old, they're called gate cutters. You can see they are pretty beat up. So, I got some new gate cutters. We got some gate cutters. We have calipers, which we use to powder coat. So I actually will clamp the hook down in there so I don't have to worry about squeezing it. And then I can twist it in the heat and then dip it and then use another pair of pliers to pull the shrink tube off. We've got one of these for measuring the hook width and stuff as we're figuring things out. Yeah, so that's the top. But here's the part to be excited about is down here. Ta-da! These are the hooks we're going to use for our crappie jigs. We have 4s, 2s, 1s, and 1/0s right there. And the bait keepers that we're going to be using on them. This is our bladed jig box. So we have all the parts we need in here to both cast and assemble a bladed jig. So we've got our hooks. We have snaps that go on the blades. We've got the blades. There are some assembled blades here. I actually need to turn all the snaps around to put them on rung. Some split rings, and again, wire bait keepers. And the trays just go on. Here's the tray for both swim jigs and football heads. We use the same hook on both of those. Makes that simple. And there's our Ned tray. So we have here 1/0. That's the only thing we can cast that we do in the Neds. We've got 1/0. Is that right? Yeah, because we do 1s, 1/0, 2/0, which we are short on. 3/0 and 4/0. 3/0 and 4/0 are for the underspin bait. And then there's the blades that we use. We use a little hammered willow blade. We have them in 2 different sizes. There. But tonight, we will be using these 2 trays. And I can just put them out here and assemble my molds, and then shoot them, take them out, reassemble, and so on. Also, the world's largest roll of paper towels. My wife was at a discount store and they had these, and I normally use these shop rags, which are a little bit softer, so this is gonna be rough on my nose, but I'm just kidding. This is actually, I was using them earlier. It is a little tougher, and it's actually gonna be much better. Like it wiped stuff up much better, it held up better. We got 2 rolls this size, so we're gonna keep track. How long will this roll that weighs 15 pounds, I think, yeah, 15 pounds, how long will that last? Drop in the comments how long. I'm going to give you a little bit better size perspective on this thing. How long will this roll of paper towels last in the shop? Drop a comment, and I don't know, when it finally runs out, I'll come back to this video and I will see if I can find a comment that commented how long it would last. You know, throw me out, like, you know, don't just say like a year. Say, you know, it's gonna last until such and such day time. Like, you know, give me a, you know, January 25th, 2026. That kind of thing. That way I can come in and I'll pick out whoever's closest, and I'll send you something. We'll do a giveaway then for whoever picked it. So let's get stuff assembled and cast some jigs. But first, I forgot about this. I went by Academy the other day. This is not stuff I made, obviously, but they were having a sale. They had all their fishing stuff on clearance. So I got a little fat crank, square bill crank. Is that square bill? Yeah, fat square bill crank. A couple little sinking jointed swim baits for the girls, and then some spinner baits. All stuff I can't make. They had a bunch of plastics, and I started to walk over and look at them, and I was like, wait a second. I haven't purchased a pack of plastics that wasn't like NLBNs in a size I didn't make in a very long time. I don't, honestly, like, I can't recall back when I purchased plastics. It's been over a year. I'm gonna say it's been maybe a year and a half, something like that. I think. All right, let's get set up. I gotta remove the silicone because it will melt the heat of the lead, and I'm just gonna get the bench prepped. And I was thinking about putting you guys back up top, look down. We might do a couple different camera angles, but we're gonna get you a good view of what it is like to cast lead jigs. I also want to throw a word of warning. If you are gonna do work with lead, I know I have talked about safety with plastic. I always wear a mask. I wear gloves because the stuff is hot. With lead, wear a mask. You want, where are they? 100 filters, at least. You want to filter out particulate, yes, but you want to filter out vapor. You want to filter out fumes. And with the lead, you want a good quality mask. Don't wear a blue surgical mask. Wear something like this. You got one with the plastic hood, that's even better. You're not going to get anything splattered on your face. I will end up with one of those at some point. But with lead, don't mess around with it. Don't touch it with your bare hands. Like, I have special gloves to handle the lead ingots, so as I put them in the pot. I wear gloves when I file them. I spray everything down afterwards so I don't have any particulate floating around. Like, I'm very, very careful with the lead. Lead is nasty stuff, and that is one reason we do not sell an uncoated jig, is because lead is nasty stuff. You want it coated, you want it sealed up. So, be safe, and let's get ready to cast some jigs. So we are all set up. I've actually already cast a few rounds just to make sure the molds were good and hot and everything. Getting ready to start ventilation right here just to pull the air out. And then we're gonna get the camera set up and we're gonna cast some jigs. I'll go ahead and show you what I've done. We got our bladed jig, we got our swim jig, and the football heads. And those are ready to be emptied. There's our hot liquid lead, super hot. I'm gonna get you all, I think, set up maybe right here so you can see, or maybe even right here. You can see what's going on, but I gotta go get that fan going, pull this lead fume air out. As I take them out of the mold, so you guys just saw, I use the gate cutters to grab them by the top of the sprue. That way I'm not marring up the jig. And then I'm going to look the jig over the whole way around to make sure that the collar shot all the way, and that everything looks good. Then it goes in the pile. See? And then I'm going to put the hooks and stuff in the mold again. Let's take a look at that. That's the basic pattern: fill, empty, reload, fill, empty, reload. Kind of cycle them typically.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move you guys so you can see it all, and we're just gonna make as many jigs as we can tonight. If I can cast every single bladed jig hook I have, I will. I won't be able to do that with the others because I have over 1,000 of those hooks, but we're gonna get as many pumped out as we can. I got 50 pounds of lead down here, so we can continue to refill the pot as we empty it. Let's make jigs. Alright, so I'm done casting for the night, and I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. So I want to get prepped for that. Part of that is, that's a bad example, here we go. You've got this sprue, the gate. What you want to do, you can cut it, but you're going to have a whole lot more stuff. Take it and just wiggle it off, and then later you'll file that down. And I just plop it right back in the lead pot and let it melt down. So I'm going to go through these, get all the gates off, get them set aside so that I can file them. I've got a case to put them in somewhere here. So that's what I'm going to do.
Well, that's it. I'm done for the night. We have all that done. I'm going to cast again tomorrow night, but it'll be the same jig, so I'm not going to film that. And then when I go to cast the next set of molds, I will pick the camera back up and do that. And then, of course, when we go to start coating these things, that is so cool to watch. We'll make sure we've got lots of footage of that. So that's it. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment. Tell me what your favorite jig is, and give me a date you think we'll have this paper towel roll, this 15-pound shop rag roll used up by. Remember, do a full day, month, year that you think this will be gone by. And when I finally run it out, I'm going to come back to this video and I'm going to pick a comment, whoever gets closest, and I'm going to give them something, some bait pack of some sort. So make sure you drop that comment. And yeah, that's it. I'll catch you all next time.